Jai Shri Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, the passing away of Bhīṣmadeva in the presence of Lord Sri Krishna, here in the verse 32. Sri Bhīṣmadeva Uvacha Iti Matir Upakalpapita Vitrashna Bhagavati Satvata Pungrave Vimuktim सर्वसुखम् उपगते कश्चिद् विहर्तुं प्रकृति उपयुषि यद्भाव प्रभयः. So here Sri Bhīṣmadeva said, "Let me now invest my thinking, feeling, and willing, which we are so long engaged in different subjects and occupational duties, in the all powerful Lord Sri Krishna. He is always self satisfied, but sometimes being the leader of the devotees, he enjoys the transcendental pleasure by descending to the material world, although from him only the material world is created." So here the purport is because Bhīṣmadeva was a statesman, the head of the Kuru destiny, a great general and a leader of Kshatriyas. His mind was strewn over so many subjects, and his thinking, feeling, and willing were engaged in different matters. Now, in order to achieve pure devotional service, he wanted to invest all powers of thinking, feeling, and willing entirely in the Supreme Being. Lord Sri Krishna, he is described herein as the leader of the devotee and all powerful. All the Lord Sri Krishna is originally personality of a Godhead. He himself descended to earth to bestow upon his pure devotee the boon of devotional service. He descends sometimes as Lord Krishna as he is, and sometimes as Lord Sri Chaitanya. Both are leader of the pure devotee. Pure devotee of the Lord have no desire other than the service of the Lord, and therefore they are called Satvata. The Lord is the chief among such Satvata. Bhīṣmadeva therefore had no other desire unless one is purified from all sort of material desires. The Lord doesn't become one's leader. Desire cannot be whipped out, but they have only to be purified. It is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10.10, by the Lord Himself, that He gives His instruction from within the heart of the pure devotee who is constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. Such instruction is given not for any material purpose but only for going back home, back to Godhead. For the ordinary man who wants to lord it over material nature, the Lord only sanctions and become a witness of activities, but He never gives the non-devotee instruction for going back to Godhead. That is the difference in dealing by the Lord with different living beings. Both the devotee and the non-devotee, He is leader of all living beings. As the king of the state, rule both the prisoners and the free citizens. But his dealings are different in terms of devotee and non-devotee. Non-devotee never care to take any instruction from the Lord, and therefore the Lord is silent in their case. Although He witnesses all their activities and awards them the necessary result, good or bad. The result, the devotee are above the material goodness and badness. They are progressive on the path of transcendence, and therefore they have no desire for the material, anything material. The devotee also known Sri Krishna as the original Narayana because Lord Sri Krishna by his plenary person appears as the Koronodosakai Vishnu, the original source of material creation. The Lord also desires the association of his pure devotees, and for them only the Lord descends to the earth and enliven them. The Lord appears out of his own will. He is not forced by the conditions of material nature. He is therefore described here in as the Vivu or the Almighty, for he is never conditioned by the law of material nature. So here in this verse, it is clearly understood that Bhīṣmadeva was a statesman, and he has dealing with a lot of state affair, but at the end of his um, breath, he wanted to focus all his willing, seeing everything onto the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, so that he will feel happiness, or he will get the real happiness at the end of his life. That that thing we also take care. We also understood from this verse that whatever the thing we should do, but we should do that thing in the mode of goodness, or uh, in the uh, by thinking of Lord Sri Krishna. Jai Jagannath, Jai Sri Krishna.